they trying out. Most of y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said, take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said, take a look around you, nigga. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast, go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang, gang. West Coast with that gang, gang. Global with that gang, gang. You know we don't play gangs. East Coast with that gang, gang. West Coast with that gang, gang. Global with that gang, gang. You know we don't play gangs. East Coast with that gang, gang. West Coast with that gang, gang. Global with that gang, gang. You know we don't play gangs. East Coast with that gang, gang. West Coast with that gang, gang. Global with that gang, gang. Yeah, you know we don't play gangs. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah, they're controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. Too many people on a bandwagon. Dumb band through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mode change, big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains, big stats, mo fame. We back done said big names on stage, big trap, no shame. Going and running that big check, my name, sign that, more rain. Come back home and just come up, hey, let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey, come up, hey, miss me with that drama, hey, saw that fatty mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Norm.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing. Testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 3202 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustles, and yahos? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beescast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2 Flexing on all you beaches.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, welcome to the show 3202. Thanks for being here. We got a lot going on. We have Accountability Monday, so we got new releases. We have awesome Swole Fam posts. We got some new drops. We got a new YouTube video on YouTube. YouTube video. Papa's back, starting to post on YouTube again. The Swolenormous channel got a new video about RFK. John in the chat says he already checked it out. I shared the fuck out of the RFK Jr. clip this morning. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. So if you have not yet checked out the new Swolenormous drop on YouTube, make sure you do so. Of course, we're streaming live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. But of course, I have a Swolenormous YouTube channel that we're trying to resurrect from the grave, been shadow banned for like 5 years. So make sure you go over there, share the video, subscribe over there, hit the thumbs up button, and absolutely comment, because I'm ready to drop some nuts on chin again. It's that time of year, and I'm fucking ready. Papa Swolio's back. Papa Swolio's back and super based. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Felt good. felt good. And let's see, we got some other stuff going on. Of course, we had new merch drop last week. It was legit. We had the signature series on Saturday, which was wild. That was great. Appreciate everyone that picked up their signature series. Congratulations on getting this limited drop. So that was on the 8th. That was on Saturday. It's no longer available. You are going to really enjoy it. I'm really excited for you to receive that. P3S13, huge success, as the first 12 already were. So that will be going out shortly. So keep an eye out for that. And last week, we dropped new merch. Now, of course, you see at the bottom of your screen, 20% off everything. That is no longer accurate. No, wait. That's no longer accurate. Right now, we got a buy one, get one 50% off over at papaswolio.com. Wow. Everything site-wide, buy one, get one 50% off. So go check out the I Don't Really Care, Margaret. Go to the fucking gym. And of course, we got new merch we're going to announce today. So really excited to get into those new drops. But go and check out the buy one, get one 50% off. Man, major sale for nip covers. Very exciting times. All right. So Dewey says, I'll go sub to it. My Google account got a link to it. Yes, it's at Swolenormous. So you got it. You got already. Swolenormous YouTube channel. And of course, yeah, you're really going to enjoy that. So check out that video. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment there. Really pop up that channel, because I'm going to be dropping knowledge cock there every day. Okay, let's get into some Swole fan posts, shall we? Let's get into it. We got a Swole card today. A lot of you that are members already know what the Swole card is. This is when people quit. And I'm going to explain this for a second. Whenever the going gets tough, a lot of you get frustrated. A lot of you kind of get locked up when you hit a plateau. You get locked up when you hit a roadblock. And we're going to talk about a member with a great story, a great question. And I sent out a Swole text, and I was telling Swole fam, make sure you go share your expertise in the app and respond to this. And you guys went over there in droves. It's fantastic. We're going to feature some of those responses because I feel like that question really hit a nerve when it comes to why people join the Swole fam, what this process is all about, what the 7 pillars are all about. And understand that when you hit a plateau, when you hit a roadblock, that's always when people quit. You don't get results if you quit. You have to navigate. You have to take detours. Sometimes you have to yield. You have to slow down. You have to pause. Yesterday's Swoleosophy on the Daily Swole podcast feed was about when the going gets tough, the tough get going kind of approach. And you have to understand how to deal and how to adapt when you're not seeing constant progress, because you're not going to. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult. And when it gets challenging, that's when people quit. And that's why most people don't get results, because it gets a little bit against the grain. The grade increases a little bit. It gets a little bit tough to push that rock up the hill, and then people stop. So anytime you hit a roadblock, understand this is when people quit, but you're not one of those people. You're going to follow the 7 pillars. You're going to enjoy the process and double down on your fundamentals, double down on your pillars, and keep pushing after it. So let's get a round of applause for everyone that's getting after it. Hashtag this is when people quit.
A fucking 10.
We'll give away that Swole card at the end of today's episode. Now, fam, it is time for the undisputed tip. Pwah. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into some Swole fam action. We had a post in the community, and I sent out an audio message to the Swole fam. And if you're not a member, you don't get Swole text. But when you're on Swole text, you get voice messages. You'll get inspiration. You'll get call to actions. And this is one of those. So Joe shared this post in the community section. If you haven't gone over there yet in the app, make sure you do so, because it doesn't matter if there's 20 something comments or whatever it is. I want yours still. So if you haven't done it yet, it's not over. We're going to be covering these posts throughout the week. This is our accountability post for this week. We're holding Joe accountable and we're sharing our stories. So make sure you go and comment on that post in the community section. So Joe says, okay, fam, asking for some advice. How do you handle it when you are trying to fix your health by adjusting your nutrition, working out consistently, thinking about how each decision either improves or hurts my health, while still working a 9-to-5 job, taking care of the kids? I definitely feel like I have too many pans on the fire and things are burning: health, responsibilities, and relationships. I try to wake up early to have my me time, but since I can't go to bed early, I'm just cutting my sleep short. I often feel like I'm burning my candle at both ends, and I'm not going to last. I'm sure that some of you are just as busy or busier, and I'm asking how you do it. I don't want to make excuses, but I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed. Talk about a great post that I think every single one of us has experienced or is currently experiencing. Now and again, this is kind of like that roadblock where you're doing things, you're putting in the effort, you're aware of some of these things, but it feels like you're spinning your wheels in the short term because there's a lot of things you're aware of, but you can only change so many things at one time. So you listen to a podcast, I'm sitting here talking about toxins in your dish soap and your laundry detergents and your shower curtains and in your mattress. And it's all, oh my God, I can't do it all. And you feel like you're hurting your family or hurting yourself. But the really first step is just to be aware of these things and then make systematic changes over time. I didn't do this all at once. As I gather new information, I make different changes. So let's get into some responses. And I really appreciate everyone coming to Joe's assistance with this. Mark says that text was a call to arms, essentially. Absolutely. And we're going to have more of those. When there's a post that really hits a nerve, I want everyone to pay attention. Make sure you're still going into the community section, commenting, posting. People are posting videos. People are posting progress pics and gym pics and all that kind of stuff. But make sure you go in there and check to see new members introducing themselves and also posts like this. So I appreciate everyone jumping in. So let's get into some of those responses. We'll get to some more the rest of the week because there's so many. We'll just get to a few today because a lot of them are really in depth and they covered a lot of this. So Christian says, legit question and one that many struggle with. I think you start by taking it one day at a time and focusing on one aspect of your health at a time and build from there. Focus on what you did well each day. Maybe you ate breakfast at home instead of out. That one habit will be life-changing and then build from there. Maybe you are able to go for a walk with your kids or your spouse. That is movement. It counts. Small wins matter and have a big impact. Sleep is crucial. So if you find small windows in your day to eat well or get in a meditation or movement, then there's another win. Hope this helps and best to you. Good advice. Good advice. Some days you might be treading water. Some days it might just be doing whatever you can to get a win. And other times you might have more of an opportunity to have a big win. But like Christian says, you're not always going to have massive victories. You could just have small ones and baby steps to do the best that you can. Again, during your day, it's just hundreds and thousands of choices. What choices are you making? And at any point in the day, you have a choice. You have a choice to do thing A or thing B. And sometimes people choose thing C and they procrastinate or they delay or they figure it's just one moment in this day. It's not going to make a big difference, so they slack off when really all those small little decisions add up over time. So it's important to make the right choices whenever you can, especially when you have a choice. And most of the time you do have a choice. So you want to make the best choice. And sometimes you might make the wrong choice and realize, shit, I shouldn't have made that choice. Then you learn and then you adjust for the next time you make a better one. Jeremy says, I agree with Christian. Observe your wins each day and each victory makes the next victory easier. Write down your wins so you can go back and see them. I also recommend the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. Many of us in the fam have read it. You've got this one step at a time. I agree with that. It's a great book. It's really important to understand those small micro habits, aka atomic, small, not massive. I think that's also maybe a little bit of a misnomer. People think atomic bomb when it's really atom, like small atomic habits. And if you want to add some stuff, drop in the chat. We'll read some live comments too. Also, if you want to add something, or if you haven't responded to that, you can comment here. And then after the show, you can go back and comment on that. Sheena in Rumble says, I had a moment where I was overwhelmed with all the changes I felt needed to happen. I would just replace things that I used up one by one with the non-toxic counterpart, still a work in progress. Indeed. Isn't it always? Let's get to this next one. Diego says, I would say do one thing at a time. Let's say for the first month, you focus on your eating habits. You find what works for you. You find at what times you can cook and meal prep. Once you got that down, start trying to find time to exercise. Start with 10 minutes, then 15. Try home exercises or YouTube maybe. But of course, if you're a member, you can do a Swole 7. You can do 2 and that's 15 minutes. So that works. The important thing is to try. Do not overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at the same time because you will end up burning yourself out and giving up. Just take it slow and make smart choices little by little. You got this. Appreciate that response, Diego. All right, Kylie. Let's back up a little bit. Kylie says, I was dealing with this last year, feeling overwhelmed and burnt out. I don't have kids, but I had a lot on my plate supporting my brother and his family, my parents, myself, and still trying to stay on track with nutrition and my workouts while working 9 to 5. Something that Papa taught me was cutting out things that weren't beneficial to my goals. Rather, that's people, hobbies, things you have going on in life, little things that you do on a daily basis, etc. It's a process, but it helped a lot. To stop putting energy and time into things that I realized weren't helping me grow. Aside from that, getting quality sleep is better than getting 8 hours of horrible sleep. Papa has all the tips for bettering your quality of sleep. I listened to his episode about it. A schedule helps a lot too. Also, be prepared the night before for your morning routine so you're not stressing trying to get everything together in a rush. Have clothes out, have food ready, etc. But it's a lot of mental toughness. Stay focused on why you're doing these things. Again, cut out anything and everyone that's not aligned with your goals. Be prepared and stay consistent. And that's great advice. And understand that when you're preparing, we talk a lot about morning routines. And of course, whenever I talk about a morning routine, I want to reiterate that a morning routine starts with the night before. And you have to learn. If you need to have food ready, if that would save you a lot of time the next day, you have to learn how to schedule and how to prioritize preparing food in advance. So when things are going on, you're making dinner for your family. Maybe you're also throwing some other food in the oven and you're cooking a few meals in advance for the next day or for the next couple days. So when you're already putting in other work, you're advancing and giving yourself more time on those other days. And that's time management. And that is habitual change, prioritizing certain things in advance, knowing what you're going to need and preparing it in advance. That way, when you need it, it's there. You don't have another thing in your head that you have to stress about. So if you're doing things, cooking food 1, 2, or 3 days in advance, depending on your meals, depending on what you like to cook, how you like to eat, maybe you do things only for the next day. Maybe you do it 2 days in advance. Some people like to cook for the entire week. Some food stays better for a couple days than other foods. So you have to figure out what kind of meals you like, what you can afford, how you like to prepare it, this, that, and the other. Find a meal, try a recipe. And when you find something you like, cool, make that. We have meal prep section in the kitchen so you can learn how to prepare things in more bulk and you can prepare in advance. And maybe you feed your kids stuff you're cooking fresh, but then for yourself, you have those other things ready for you. That way there's no excuses when you need to eat, when you need to fuel up, and you have what you need when you're ready, and it can save you time in the next upcoming days. So it's really good advice. And everyone's different with that, with your schedule and with your planning. Joshua says, "Hey, Joe, totally get where you're coming from, my bro. I know many are going to be able to sound more eloquent than me, but I'll give the first bit of advice that helped me, especially once I started following Papa and the fam, which was a great first step, by the way. These people are some of the most welcoming, honest, and knowledgeable people you'll ever meet. So first, accountability is everything. Absolutely everything. Once you start this path, don't allow yourself to make excuses. If you have a bad day, miss a workout, mess up in a day, don't make excuses. Acknowledge mistakes. Acknowledge that mistakes happen, and try your damnedest not to have it happen again." I think that's great. Actually, it's perfectly eloquent. Well stated. Thank you, Josh. That's good shit. Super solid. Super solid. So those are just a few responses, and obviously those were deep. That's good stuff. And if you have anything else you want to add, drop it in the live chat below. We're going to take some more probably tomorrow and the next day because we have a lot more. And like I mentioned, if you didn't respond to this already and you're seeing this now, you didn't miss it, go and comment on it because we're going to be pulling more over the next couple days for this week. So that's fantastic. And hopefully you're getting a lot of insight from this, Joe, and the Swole fam's here for you. So it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And I think a lot of it is regret. Once you figure this stuff out, you have a couple kids, you have a job, you might be in your late 30s or 40s. You're thinking, oh shit, I missed all this. I should have been doing this before. So you're resenting the past, frustrated with yourself that maybe you've been eating a certain way. You missed out on it. You didn't. And your family can grow with you and you can start educating. And if you have a reason for doing these things and making these changes, it's a great lesson. It's a great lesson to be doing things one way and then to learn and apply new information. And this is why I don't delete old videos. You know, I have videos where I'm drinking beer and I'm eating Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that. And I leave that up there because I used to eat shit that I wouldn't eat today. Shocker. I cut out things. And I'm fine making that completely public because it's true. If I get new information and I really want to take it seriously, I do that. And it's important to understand that if you come across new information, the ability to apply that is very important. to admit where you were wrong or where you were slacking or where you were cheating or whether both feet weren't in, you had one foot out. It's important to understand that we all have a journey. And even though you can, quote, get away with some things for a while, doesn't mean that it's optimal. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself where you're slacking. And then when you have better information, apply it. So good stuff. Excellent. Fantastic. So let's do this. Let's get into some questions. I'm going to load up the Swolenormous Instagram page. So let's take some questions. Ask Papa Swolio live. You could start dropping some questions in the comments. We'll take a few here. We'll take a few questions and then we'll move on to some balls deep stuff, and then we'll move on to some releases, which is going to be great. All right. The Alabastard on Instagram. Papa Swolio, I'm thinking about getting a red light for sleep. Any recommendations on what to look for in one or brand you like? So when it comes to red light, you generally want to look for incandescent rather than LED. I mean, LED red light is okay, but LED lights pulse. So you're better off if you can find the classic incandescent red light bulbs. I don't have a brand per se, but you could find them on Instagram. You could probably find them on Home Depot. You could find them on YouTube. And there are a lot of pages. There are a lot of companies that sell red light specifically, and they might sell glasses that block out blue light like these, and so on and so forth. So I don't have a specific brand, but I should pull up a couple new ones and things maybe that I can find on Amazon for you and then add it to the store. But I would recommend not getting LEDs and getting incandescent bulbs. I am hot. I am fucking hot. I am sweaty right now. Let's get that AC going a little bit more. All right, if you're watching live on Instagram, we are live for Daily Swole episode 3202. If you want to catch the full show, we're only going to do some questions here on Instagram. But if you want to catch the full podcast, click the link in my bio and watch on Rumble or YouTube at The Daily Swole, and you can catch the whole show. But you could drop your questions in the comments down below. Sheena says, I'm not a fan of reheated food, so I meal prep only as far as having my ingredients ready to go when it's time to cook. Mark, how has your garden been? Dude, it's spring already. It is so hot in Florida. It's been 80 to 85 for the past week. It is hot. So the garden's exploding. Butterflies, hummingbirds, bees everywhere. So it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Papa Swolio, how often should I sauna? Well, you can sauna as often as you feel like. Sauna is one of the best things for decreasing all-cause mortality. So what I would do is you want to take the sauna as hot and as long as you can take it, probably 175 to 200 from 15 to 25 minutes. Start somewhere and build up. And ideally, it'd be great if you can get it up to like 3 or 4 times a week. You can do it daily, but I would just build up your tolerance and see how you feel and how it benefits your schedule and your performance. I have a sauna, and sometimes I don't do it for a couple days just because it's hot outside, or by the time I'm done with my workout, I would sauna, we're about to eat. So I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. So sometimes it's not convenient. And I generally don't like sauning in the morning when I'm going to train later. It's just dehydrating. So it's really preference. But when I do sauna, it's either on an off day from training or after I train. But sauna's fantastic. V Fox, Papa Swolio, how do you feel about 75 hard? I like 365 rock hard. I like 365. I'm not necessarily a fan of 75 hard. I don't like challenges. I don't like challenges that have a short sprint that are not maintainable long term. And I really think it's very important to have a quality program that you can maintain for a lifetime. And it doesn't mean you don't change your programming over time, but it's something that you can maintain long term. Anything like a 30-day challenge or a 75, a lot of times it's something that's people quit, or they stop after 75 days, or they stop after 30 days. And there's a reason why a small fraction complete anything. Because most people, it's not something that you can maintain. And essentially you're jumping into the deep end of the pool, and most people don't follow through with that because it's not set up for most people to follow through. So the small percentage that do, maybe it's like, yay, but if 90% of people don't do it, it's not really benefiting you. And generally, creating proper habitual changes with a long-term mindset. You know, you're not going to get all the results and not have your optimal health in 75 days or 3 months. This is something you have to pursue for a lifetime. So it's really important that you're getting involved with something like the 7 pillars that you can maintain for an extended period of time, and you're looking long-term. So I'm not saying that people haven't gotten results. There's nothing wrong with exercise, drinking water, reading. I do all those things, but I don't do it with a short-term mindset. A lot of people will do that, and then after the time period, they just go back to the same old bullshit. Lavash, Papa Swole, should I be doing the red light therapy bed every day? The label says every other day. That's a good question. Is it something that you bought yourself, or is it something at your gym? There are some people that have red light therapy, and I hear that they do it every morning. I guess it depends on your routine. I don't see how it would be bad if you do it every day. But there may be a reason, depending on the intensity, depending on this, that, and the other. With any new supplement or anything new you're adding to your routine, always add it less frequently or in a smaller amount. That way you can see how you react to it, and you could always increase. So follow the instructions, do it every other day, and then see how you feel. And there may or may not be any problem with you doing it a little bit more frequently. So see how you feel. And with everything else being the same, adding that new product, adding that new aspect to your routine, then you can see and you can gauge how you like it or dislike it. It's at the gym. I've been doing that in ice bath on recovery days. Do you do the ice bath first and then like heat back up in the red light therapy, or how do you do it? Hian Kiawa, what do you think about Indian diet food? Indian food. What do I think about Indian food? I don't eat Indian food. My butthole is like quivering just thinking about it. What do I think about it? Isn't it mostly vegetarian? I don't eat Indian food. I'm sure Mark has some inputs with that. So I don't really think much about it because I don't eat it. How many jacked Indians do you see? Maybe that's a question. Mark says, I can speak on that. It's garbage. I didn't say it. Mark did. All oils and nightshades. So it is what it is. APRRSS on Instagram stories. Papa Swole, do you drink alcohol? I do not. Maybe on a rare occasion I'll have a glass of wine or something, but I used to, but I haven't in a couple years. Hold on. Alcohol's not benefiting you at all. At all. Snowballing off of that, H. Romilly says, how do I make my beer belly go away? Stop drinking inflammatory alcohol. Stop drinking alcohol.
Matt Damon.
How do I make my beer belly go away? Probably by stop drinking beer. If you have a beer belly, you just have chronic inflammation. Your gut is, just think about it. That's where your small intestines is. And if you have like a hard, distended, pregnant belly and you're not pregnant, then you have chronic inflammation. So it's probably the gluten, the additives, the alcohol, anything else they're adding to it. You just have chronic inflammation and leaky gut. So your body is essentially reacting to invaders in the system. Your body is working on attacking chronic inflammation. The problem with inflammation is that, one, when you have leaky gut, you're essentially having gap junctions and separations in your small intestines. So if your immune system is constantly elevated, your stress hormones are going to be higher. You're going to be more compromised for getting sick or getting ill. You're going to have a lot more complications with everything, with digesting nutrients. If you have chronic inflammation in your gut, it's going to be hard for you to absorb quality nutrients also. So bone broth is fantastic for healing leaky gut. Things like probiotics and kefir and things like that are great for repairing a leaky gut. But if you want to make your beer belly go away, stop drinking garbage. Stop drinking beer. All right, TGX4 GRT. Papa Swole, what's a good replacement for bread? I don't eat bread. Some people like to go the sourdough route because it's fermented, so it breaks down the grains, makes them potentially easier to digest. You can test these things, but most bread is going to be ultra processed. Glyphosate, atrazine, a lot of toxins and pesticides, and you're not getting a lot of nutrients that are easy to absorb by the body. So you're better off with some organic white rice or maybe some organic sweet potatoes now and again, raw honey, dates, fruit for your carbohydrates. Everyone's going to have a little bit of a different preference, but when you do an elimination diet, you could test these things and see what works best for you. But personally, I don't eat bread, so I don't find the need to replace it. I don't eat bread with a nice, delicious, juicy steak. I love fermented pickles. Or I guess that'd be technically fermented cucumbers, I suppose. But bread is an ancient food, not the bread that we eat. Think about that. Bread is an ancient food. Yeah, in many ways, it's peasant food because you're not able to access quality foods. Once humans started to stay in one place and farm, you're eating lower quality foods. So an ancient food doesn't mean it's good today. So in the past, if you have naturally rising bread, you're making sourdough, you're doing this in your little hovel, in your little hut, it's a lot different than when you go to the store and you have Wonder Bread on the shelf. So it's not the same as it was. Not the same as it was. Abhyanish K, Papa Swolio. How do you get so buff? Go to swolenormousx.com, download the 7 pillars, and start learning the fundamentals. Go back to the basics. Go back to the fundamentals. It's progressive overload, heavy strength training, proper sleep, proper nutrition, sunlight, all that kind of stuff. Countrywide says real bread goes stale in one day. Yeah, if you're actually making it yourself, if you're making it yourself, it doesn't stay. It doesn't stay for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks because there's no preservatives. So it's a big difference. I've been saying this for a while. Mama Swolio has been interested in starting, a sourdough culture and getting into that. So I will try it and I will let you know how I feel because I haven't had any kind of bread or anything like that in a long time. And I don't think I'm not sure if I've ever had, I might have had sourdough at some point, but not like homemade, Mama Swolio. She knows exactly how we want to do it and using different things. So I'll let you guys know how I feel with it, but I'm not against it. I will try it. And I know I'm going to see the results right away because I'm going to know, hey, I felt good. Hey, I felt bad. And I feel okay. Maybe it's something that I'll play around with. Sheena says, bread has been my nemesis. I started by switching to fresh bakery sourdough and then decreased the amount I was eating and just kicked it permanently last week. Dewey says, wife makes badass sourdough bread. She baked some this morning before heading to work. She's had a starter that she had going for a year. Yeah, I've tried Ezekiel bread in the past. I just I feel better without it. So it's really preference, but there's better ways to do it is what I'm saying. If you're going to do it the right way, make your own sourdough but then if you're trying to keep that going, you're making bread all the fucking time. So it's not something that you need. Let's put it that way. It's not something that you need. It's not something that you need. TF bruh. MJ. Papa Swolio, are cornflakes good post-workout? Maybe if you're a mental patient. Go Google, and some of you might want to drop the story in the comments. Go Google where cornflakes came from. I would never eat cornflakes. I wouldn't wish cornflakes on my worst enemy. They taste like shit for a reason. If you want to sterilize yourself. But yeah, no, I would not eat cornflakes post-workout. I wouldn't eat them, period. So no, they're not good post-workout. All right. You can tell a lot of these questions from Instagram stories are people that have never listened to the podcast, which is fine. But if you want to catch the podcast, we're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you can catch the full show. So we're only here for some questions, but the link is in my bio if you want to find info on memberships, new merch. We got the Chill Swole Guy merch. Buy one, get one 50% off over at papaswolio.com. And all the links are in my bio if you're watching on Instagram. Thanks for being here. Elliot Meyer, 22, Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on CrossFit? I know not everyone has listened to the show. 3,202 episodes. I'm not expecting that. But CrossFit has some pros, has some cons. I'm not going to go into this in super detail, but it depends on why you're doing it. What are you training for? You have to understand this with anything. what you're training for, what stresses you're putting your body under, those are the adaptations you're going to receive. So are you trying to build muscle? CrossFit's not ideal for that. Are you trying to improve your cardio? I will also say it's very high risk. It's not ideal for that. CrossFit is a mesh oftentimes. And when you say CrossFit, there are many, 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 many different gyms that pay CrossFit to have the branding. But every gym is going to have a different application of it. That's the misnomer, and or that's the deceiving aspect of it. It's like asking me, what are my thoughts on yoga? If you're a part of Swolenormous X, if you've downloaded the Swolenormous app and you've gone through the yoga studio, you know we have like 500 yoga and mobility classes. And there's a lot of different types of yoga. There's yin yoga, there's yang to yin, there's level 1, level 2, level 3, there's vinyasa, there's ashtanga, there's yin, there's prenatal, postnatal, kids yoga, starter classes, chair yoga, prop classes. There's a lot of different types of yoga. There's sound healing. So all yoga is not the same. A lot of people try one class. They do P90X 20 years ago. I've done a yoga class. That was really hard. There's a lot of different yoga, and yoga is not just physical. There's a lot of meditative aspects and spiritual aspects of some practices of yoga. So not all yoga is created equal, and every instructor is different, every class. There's a lot of different aspects to it. So same thing goes with CrossFit. Depends on how it's applied. But unfortunately, the branding got shotgunned too fast back in the early 2000s. So you have a lot of people that would just pay a few grand, throw CrossFit outside their studio, and had good branding, so people would flock to it, and then it's just random shit. So doing technical powerlifting movements for time, anytime you're trying to, do things for max amount of reps for time, you're combining powerlifting and strength training with endurance training, you're going to have a lot of injuries. So it's a lot of job security for chiropractors and physical therapists and stuff. Some people love it to death. I've always said this. I think CrossFit's a net positive because of all the amazing equipment, right? It's introduced a lot of people to fitness. It's been really great for the industry in terms of, like all these companies that produce home gyms and rigs and kettlebells and different handles and different things. So I think there's been a huge explosion in all the different types of modalities for training. So I think it's been really good for the gym industry in terms of different pieces of equipment, in terms of popularity. But I personally prefer more specific programming, focusing on longevity, reducing injury risk, maximizing mobility, strength training, this, that, and the other. I'm not trying to convince you one way or another. If you love it more than anything, then you're going to do it regardless. Just keep in mind what your goal is. A lot of people do it for the community because it's like strength training, but in a group exercise format. So you go where your friends are, you go and you do what you like to do. But a lot of times people do those things, they get hurt and they get frustrated with the results when they realize, hey, you're just doing random shit. No wonder you're not making linear progress. So something to keep in mind. T-Bone Capone, P90X yoga turned me off of yoga because of the length. Found numerous other yogas that were 20 to 30 minutes and I love it. That was the biggest failure of P90X, is the yoga workout in that program was 90 minutes. Huge, huge oversight. This is why in the 90-day dash program, that's why the Swolga in the 90-day dash program was like 20, 30 minutes. It was way too long. Way too long to get people to adhere to it. So a lot of people would just skip it. You would skip 90 minutes. It should have been 30 minutes. Should have been 30 minutes, and then a lot more people would have done it. Should have been 30 minutes. All right. We have one more on Instagram stories. Any other live questions, drop them in the comments, and then we're going to go back and continue the stream on Rumble and YouTube's. Fun Clutch 22. Should I cut when I start working out if I'm obese or maintain? Wow. We're just a lot. That's a lot of words. Should you cut when you start working out? You should focus on building muscle. Learn how to eat properly and focus on progressive overload. You need muscle mass. If you're obese, you have low muscle mass. If you're skinny, you have low muscle mass. If you haven't lifted weights, you have low muscle mass. Don't worry about your fat percentage. You need to build strength and you need to build muscle. And with proper nutrition, that extra body fat will come down over time. I promise you. Trying to lose weight before you build muscle is the the most ass backwards way to do things. It's not good. Make sure you start building muscle. Focus on that right away. John says the swollen sevens are really nice for those starting mobility as well. Exactly. And what I wanted to do when creating Swolenormous X was provide pretty much the content while limiting all the excuses. Oh, it's too long for me. Then do a swollen 7 mobility. You can't do it for 7 minutes. You're full of shit. Then you have Swolgar. You have express classes that are like 20 to 30 minutes. Then if you want to do a longer yoga class, we have 60 and 70-minute yoga classes. And if you go into the Swolenormous app, you can actually filter. I don't know if you guys know this. You can go into the yoga section and filter based on the length of the class. If you want a 60 or 70-minute class, you can filter for that time period and you'll get the longest classes that we have. So there's a lot of options, and the important thing about the Swolenormous app is that we provide the tools based on whatever you need. If you only have 10 minutes, cool, do a Swollen 7 mobility. You have a little more time at night, you want to do a longer yin class, cool, do a 60-minute full yin session. Great options. Great options. Hashtag this is when people quit. Drop in the chat.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
All right, last chance for questions on Instagram. Last chance for questions on Instagram. If you want to learn more about all of our yoga classes, our full programs, again, if you're watching on Instagram, the link in my bio, you can check out swolenormousx.com, check out the all-new Swolenormous app. You can check out merch. Today I'm rocking the Chill Swole Guy, which is one of our newer designs. Fantastic. Really excited for the merch specials. We got buy one, get one 50% off. Everything over at papaswolio.com. And we have some new releases, which is Liddy McTitterson. Let me open up all these releases. Wow, those are great. Ooh, we got some nice ones. I will say I'm really excited that yesterday we haven't planted them in the ground yet, but we have a bunch. I have like 15 papaya trees. I have a bunch that I've grown from seedlings, and they're all in small pots. We have a couple big ones in pots, and one of them had a fruit, but I didn't think it was going to be ripe and everything. And it started getting yellow. I'm like, ooh, is this papaya ready? Yesterday, pulled it off the tree. It was all yellow, cut it open, kind of expected to be a dud. It was great. It was delicious. So love having our own fruit. The mango tree last year, it didn't fruit. This year, there's so many little seedlings. So I'm going to have a huge mango season. Mango Man is going to return. You guys know that I have my mango hat and I go out picking mangoes. So that'll probably happen in June or July. I'm so excited for mango season. I'm so excited. We have such a huge mango tree, and we had pruned it back last year. So probably, what was it, a year and a half ago? I forget. But it probably either stunted the growth or sometimes it misses a season. The trees cycle differently every year. But very excited for mango season. Very excited for mango season. It's usually like, oh, they're ripening. They're going to be ready soon. They're ready soon. All of a sudden, they're all ready and they're falling like crazy and they're landing on the roof of the house. So we're going to be doing podcasts and you're going to be hearing like boom, 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 just dropping from the trees. Very exciting. But I have to fight the squirrels and the birds to make sure they don't get it first. And if they do take a bite, I usually cut that part out. I'm not wasting a mango. I'm going to eat that shit anyway. All right. Mutaz. Hello from Tunisia. Yo, Tunisia. Anyone else? Tunisia in the house. I have a question. I have a motivation problem because of work that I'm forced to do that I don't like. I'm sorry to hear that. You have a discipline problem, not a motivation problem. Your work has nothing to do with you taking care of your health and going to the fucking gym. Just saying. All right. Hian? Kiawa. Cravings is my biggest weakness. I try to eat healthy for a week, but then I start eating unhealthy food for 2 or 3 days. How do I get rid of these cravings? You're probably dehydrated. You have garbage food in your environment. You have poor habits. You surround yourself with toxic people. I mean, to understand that foods that you find around you, especially in the United States, they're designed to get you to compulsively eat them. They're designed to get you addicted. So you have to understand that when you go to the supermarket, you're looking at a lot of drugs. You're looking at a lot of food science that is designed to get you to compulsively eat them. So you have to understand what you're up against. When you go to the store, all the bright packaging and all that stuff, it's like, buy me, eat me, eat me. Look at all the sodas that are made of the same garbage, and they all have different bright red and yellow bottles and packages to make it look like ripe fruit psychologically. So you go to the cookie aisle, you have bright, red, blue, yellow, all this. They're all brown, ultra processed sugar and high fructose corn syrup and vegetable oil. It's all made with the same garbage. So these are drugs. They're trying to give you your fix and you're succumbing to it. So once you're aware what you're up against, you look at these foods differently. When you eat real nutrient dense food, high protein, real quality fats, you're getting rid of all these toxins. You'll start to reset your taste buds and your habits. Rockin' Ralph Rocks, thank you for changing my life. Thank you for letting me know. Happy to hear it. Smithy Pro, any hot single women in Manchester, UK? If you're not a mank, you're a wank. Any hot single women, anyone from the UK, preferably without septum piercings and fluorescent hair. There's a lot of lunatics in the UK that we cover in videos, so wish you the best. I can understand it's hard to find a good one, right? Let's see. Papa Solio, I'm just too tired after the office to go to the gym. What to do? Go first. Kenneth, how's it going, Swolio? It's going. Another day yelling at people and fat lazy beaches to go to the fucking gym. G Money, how can I continue to drink and build muscle? Well, if you like taking one step forward and two steps back, keep it up. You're answering your own question.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Green trolley, red and yellow are used a lot to entice hunger. McDonald's, Wendy's, tons of boxes in the store. Facts. Understand that these companies spend, if you look on the back, right, you'll see Kraft, you'll see Nestle. Most of these companies, or they're all owned by a few companies. So you're not seeing independently owned. These are massive distributions, and they're usually owned by 1, 2, 3, or like 5 conglomerates, right? These big food companies that own all these smaller brands. You see, oh, Nature, this, that, and the other. A lot of times it's owned by, what is it? Mars, or it's owned by Nestle, or it's owned by EFG. I just made that up, but it's like, or Johnson & Johnson owns, and they own like 50 companies. So it seems like it's a healthy brand, but then they're owned by one of these companies that cuts corners and changes the ingredients. A lot of times you'll find a quality, good ingredient, organic brand, and then it gets bought because they sell their brand. The people that created it make, a couple $100 million, and then these companies change the ingredients, they mass produce it, and then destroy the brand essentially. So, and a lot of unknowing people keep on buying it thinking it's good when it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Dewey says, how can I continue to drink and build muscle? Be under 25. Yeah. Imagine if you don't, though. Imagine if you don't drink, you'll make more gains. But yeah, when you're younger, I think when you're younger, the idea is that you can get away with more. I just think it's your body hasn't been exposed to as much. You haven't had the compounded damage. I don't think you actually really get away with it more. You just haven't had the compounded damage until you're in your 40s and you've been doing it for 20 years, right? When you're 20, you haven't been exposed to it for that long, so you haven't had the negative outcomes of doing it for 20 years, right? So you'll still do better without it. But there's this idea that, hey, if you're younger, you can get away with it. I don't think so, because if you have all these problems and diabetes and shit like that when you're 40, you didn't really get away with it, did you? It doesn't happen overnight. You're 20 years old and you drink a soda and eat some fries. You're not going to be obese and have diabetes, but you do that for 20 years. Yeah, you're going to have problems. And I used to eat crap too. I just stopped. Very easy to stop, especially if you're eating real food and you know why you're doing it. A lot of people don't want to know the reason why. They don't want that information. They want to be in the matrix. They want to be, ignorance is bliss. But then it catches up. And then people say, well, you only live once, and they try to justify the terrible behavior so they don't feel bad about what they did in their past. When if you have real integrity, you understand, hey, I fucked up. I need to make these changes. It's not too late. You can make it better. Or you can do your best to make it better. Sometimes you really push it too far, and your improvements are going to be marginal, because if you've trashed your body for 40 years, you can only do so much. It's crazy when people gain all this fat, they have all these problems, they've trashed their body for 40 years and then wonder why, hey, I've been training for 3 months and the progress isn't happening that fast. It's like, dude, you've trashed your body your entire life and you wonder why you don't have results in 3 fucking months. It sounds insane when you frame it like that, but that's true. Jeremy, speaking of shit, today is day 6 with no soda. Good for you, dude.
He's on fire!
Yeah! Good for you. And we're talking diet soda, right? Any soda. Diet soda's crap. But my favorite fitness influencer drinks Diet Coke. No, it's all shit. It's all shit. It's not comfortable to hear that. That's why a lot of people don't want to hear it. They want to pretend like it's fine. It's fine. Keep telling yourself that. It doesn't change the fact that it's garbage. You're just lying to yourself because you like your addiction. You're going to justify your addictions. When you realize it's an addiction, you can make that association. You're an addict. You have to frame it differently because that's the truth. John Fernandez, DiGiorno Pizza once had a massive distribution of glass shards in their crusts. Oh, I used to eat that crap. Tony's Pizza, frozen pizza. I used to love that shit. When I was a kid, I used to love eating that crap because look, well, I love that stuff. Oh, I love that. It's made for you to love it. It's made for you to love it. It's made that way. It's designed for you to love it. And do you really love it? Or is it just hitting all the signals and the pleasure signals and you think you love it? And if you notice, like Pam says, she goes, I always shop the outer aisles in the store. The middle is all the processed stuff. Usually if it's on a shelf and it doesn't need to be kept cold and, for preservation, it's probably crap. More often than not, it's crap. If it's not frozen or it's not kept cold, it's probably something you shouldn't be putting in your body. Now, that's not across the board, hands down. You got coconut oil and stuff. Okay, that might be on the shelf. But you have to look at what's in boxes. It's all like the pastas and the breads. Some breads like Ezekiel and stuff like that, it's kept in the freezer for a reason. But all the things that are in chips and sodas, they're all in the middle aisles. So, and if you notice, supermarkets, they make you walk around the outside and you have to come through those garbage aisles in order to get to the checkout. So they get you and then they have the junk at checkout for those compulsive. Just don't go hungry. Order in advance, pull up out front, do Instacart so they bring out your food, order on Amazon. I know you want to go to farmers markets so you don't give unnecessary amounts of money to these big corporations, but you can actively protect yourself. Don't go shopping hungry. Plan in advance, budget it out, make sure you're only getting what you need. And ordering online and then going and picking it up, you're not going to get that compulsive, like, ooh, I'm hungry. Like going to the gym and then shopping right afterwards. That's terrible because you're hungry and you're like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. Danielle says, when did we learn to love not food? You mean fake food? There were no fat and obese people in the 70s. Yeah, well, that's because of the rapid increase of vegetable and seed oils. Not to mention other pharmaceuticals, vaccines. There's a lot of things that increased in the 70s. That damn gold standard, right? Fake money, fake money, fake food. The U.S. went off the gold standard in 1971. And when you're able to steal from the people and print money by hitting a number on the keyboard, you steal from everyone's future. You steal from their health. You steal from their family. You steal from everything. The money is broken. And fortunately, now we've elected an amazing administration that's going through and getting rid of all the bloat, getting rid of all the garbage departments that are stealing from the American people. I am going to be shocked if we don't get rid of we got to get rid of the IRS, get rid of all these, with all this corruption. Who's paying fucking taxes this year? There's going to be a lot of people that are like, fuck you, I'm not paying. They should abolish all of it and pay back taxes. They should return a lot of money to the American people. A lot of money. I want all my money. I want all my fucking money back. I want all my fucking money back from these thieves. I've been saying that for a long time, but now when it's exposed, good luck getting people to pay their fucking taxes when you're showing all this absolute theft, blatant theft. Take it all down. Take it all down. Gut it. So, round of applause. Thank you, Elon, for... Not financial advice, but maybe stretch it out a little bit. Make some payments. We might be having some shifts. We might be getting rid of some of this stuff soon. I really hope so. It's going to be hard with all this stuff coming out. You're going to still tape, hey, pay your taxes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Give it all back. Give it all back. I want my entire life, I want every fucking dollar back. Now, whether that's going to happen, this is actually right? That bullshit reparations for slavery, all that stupid shit. This is actual reparations. Americans need reparations for taxes. Americans need reparations from this theft. And I have a feeling we're going to get it. I have a feeling they're going to get rid of, they're going to gut the IRS and they're going to cancel. I mean, talk about, Trump's already the greatest president we've ever had. And he might be the greatest president just in history, period. If he gets rid of the IRS, what a year to do it. Fuck you. It's gone. It's gone. No one pays taxes this year. Raise tariffs. Get rid of all this bloat. You don't need taxes. Raise the tariffs. Charge other countries. American people should keep their money. Do you know how much the economy would explode if everyone has all that much more money and the optimism for the future? People will spend more. The economy will explode. Explode. I don't need to be funding gender studies in Pakistan. I'm already voting for Vance and huge balls in 2028. I posted that on my Twitter account the other day. Vance and huge balls 2028. I want balls in the office. Vance balls 2028. If you're not paying attention to the news, you're not going to know what I just said. But if you do, you're laughing right now. Vance balls 2028, baby. That's my next shirt. John takes a serious amount of time to layer upon layer, heat and process time for this processed synthetic garbage. How is it cheap? Time is money. Indeed. Mark says it's not even a full month yet. Isn't that amazing? It hasn't even been a full month. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But this is what has to happen. You got to keep on crushing, keep on going so fast. Make people's heads spin. Make people's heads spin. I'm telling you, there's going to be some, this is just people are coming out of their Super Bowl, drunken haze. I didn't watch that shit. I don't know if you guys watched the Super Bowl. I could not care less. And I'm glad. It looks like I didn't miss anything. It looked like it was boring as hell. I don't care about football. I don't give a shit. But wait till the dust settles. Wait till around, March. This has been 3 weeks. What if in the next month, when they keep on going through the Department of Education, the IRS, all this stuff, so much more is going to be exposed. People are going to be like, I'm not giving you a fucking dime. I don't think anyone should. What is it? What are they going to do? If everyone says, fuck you, I'm not paying taxes, then you going to arrest everyone? You're going to arrest everyone? Nope. Not a chance. I'm not saying don't pay your taxes, but I am also saying that. But I'm not saying that. Not financial advice, just fuck them. Fuck them. All right. Solaced in solitude. Can't wait until more corruption is exposed. Haha, I love Vance Balls 2028. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get another America soundboard. Fuck yeah! I want that shirt now. Huge balls in 2028. Sheena says, I'm tired of people being more outraged over the ages of people at DOGE and the social security numbers than they are of the government wasting our fucking money. Did you see the post? Let's bring it up. I shared it from Elon. Let's see. We did this 2 days ago. I don't know if I shared this. Let's see. Elon says, just learned that the social security database is not deduplicated, meaning you can have the same social security number many times over, which further enables massive fraud. Your tax dollars are being stolen. And he was quote tweeting himself. And let me read this quote just so you can see this. Elon Musk says, to be clear, what the DOGE team and U.S. Treasury have jointly agreed makes sense is the following. One, require that all outgoing government payments have a payment categorization code, which is necessary in order to pass financial audits. This is frequently left blank, making audits almost impossible. All payments must also include a rationale for the payment in the comment field, which is currently left blank. Importantly, we are not yet applying any judgment to this rationale, but simply requiring that some attempt be made to explain the payment more than nothing. Number 3, the do not pay list of entities known to be fraudulent or people who are dead or are probable fronts for terrorist organizations or do not match congressional appropriations must actually be implemented and not ignored. Also, it can currently take up to a year to get on this list, which is far too long. This list should be updated at least weekly, if not daily. The above super obvious and necessary changes are being implemented by existing longtime career government employees, not anyone from DOGE. It is ridiculous that these changes didn't exist already. Yesterday, I was told that there are currently over $100 billion a year of entitlement payments to individuals with no social security number. I repeat, yesterday, I was told that there are currently over $100 billion a year of entitlement payments to individuals with no social security number or even a temporary ID number. If accurate, this is extremely suspicious. When I asked if anyone at Treasury had a rough guess for what percentage of that number is unequivocal and obvious fraud, the consensus in the room was about half. So $50 billion a year or $1 billion a week. This is utterly insane and must be addressed immediately. So you tell me. You tell me. That's your money. You're watching on the phone. That's your money. That's every single one. That's your money. When you're paying, when you're getting your paycheck and X is taken out of it, when you are at the end of the year and you have to pay a few $1,000s, when you're struggling to put food on the table, when you're wondering if you could buy that house, when you're wondering how you're going to get your kids to, travel sports or things like that. These criminals are stealing from your life. Every time they print money, every time they send it overseas, every time they send it to these fucking African countries and shit, things that have nothing to do with American citizens, they're robbing from you. They're stealing from you. They're stealing from your children, and they're stealing from your grandchildren. And this kind of money, they're stealing from your great-grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren. This is generational theft. They stole from your parents. They stole from your grandparents. They've just been robbing you fucking blind, and now it's getting exposed, and that's why the libtard Democrats are freaking out and screaming, oh my God, this is a takeover. Nope. You just got caught with your pants down and we found your piggy bank. And now everyone knows that you are criminals and it's time for accountability and it's time for a lot of people to go to prison. A lot of people. And to pay that money back. This money is going to get paid back. And if not, guess what happens from people that do money laundering? All the people that steal money, guess what? Prison. Lock them up. Maybe a trip to El Salvador's prisons would be nice. I hear it's beautiful this time of year. Okay, let's get into some releases. Fam, if you're watching on the Swolenormous Instagram, thanks for being here. Come on over to the YouTube channel, The Daily Swole on Rumble and The Daily Swole on YouTube to catch the rest of the show. We got some more videos. We got new releases. Thanks for being here. You can also subscribe to the show on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. The link is in my bio if you want to catch the rest of the show, and we'll see you next time. Make Gitmo great again. Yeah, right? Right on. So let's get into some recipes, shall we? Oh, you're going to like this one. Who's ready for recipes? Brand new recipes over at swolenormousx.com. Who's ready?
Boom shakalaka!
Who's ready for recipes? Oh, you ready? Okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. That's deep. All right. New recipes. First one.
What's in the box?
We got tropical smoothie. Now, a lot of you might be like, it's cold. I don't know. It's hot as shit where I am. So maybe you're going to save this one. Maybe you're going to save this one for the spring or for the summer. For me, I could have this today. Tropical smoothie. Go check it out. now available in the Swolenormous app. That's a nice one. Tropical smoothie. We're just talking about papayas. Look, you got a pineapple, got a little mango there. That's nice. Add a little protein, add some raw cream or raw dairy. Something nice. Something nice. Fantastic. Let's get another one. Let's keep on running a train on these recipes. Fam, you like bacon? You like sweet potatoes? Well, we got your back. Cinnamon bacon sweet potatoes.
Inconceivable!
Wow.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
That's nice. Cinnamon bacon sweet potatoes. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like that? Cinnamon bacon. Maybe it's French. Cinnamon basson. Sweet potatoes. Like that. That's a nice dish you could bring to a potluck or something like that. That's delicious. Because you could eat some carbs and have your bacon too. Sounds delicious. Daddy likes it. And last but not least, everyone thinking, where's the beef? Well, Papa's bringing the beef to you. We got smoked brisket. Another one.
I am the danger.
He's on fire!
Smoked brisket. Nothing wrong with that. Wow, we got a nice smoothie. We got a nice side. How about some smoked brisket along with? How about you have your smoked brisket and your side can be cinnamon bacon sweet potatoes along with some smoked brisket. That's a nice combo, right? Smoked brisket, cinnamon bacon sweet potatoes. Woo! Woo! Come on now. Come on, stop fucking around. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Let's get into a couple of featured classes this week, and then we're going to get into some new drops. All right, we got featured classes available right there on your homepage and your app. Featured yoga class this week is Total Body Yin with sound healing. We also have Swollen 7 Mobility round 12 and Maximum Swole Shoulders. So let's fucking go. Great new releases. Excellent. Thank you so much. We change these up every single week. This is what's in the spotlight for the Swolenormous app. New drops this week. Available now in your Swolenormous app. And if you haven't downloaded the app, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but head on over to the App Store, Google Play, download the Swolenormous app. Your entire fitness experience in the palm of your hand. Offline download, schedule your workouts. We got the community over there. We got the private Telegram chat, custom playlists. You got your daily 7 Pillars journal, stream it to your TV, and a lot more. Go check it out. And that's where we have all the updates. We got all the round tables. We got the Swole TV. We got the overtime segments. We got the drive while gaining uncensored. We got the balls deep edits. We got everything that you need to crush your fitness and your 7 pillars. Download the Swolenormous app today, App Store or Google Play. And it rhymes. Isn't that nice?
Hi, puppy.
Isn't that sweet? Okie dokie. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got here. Delicious. Do we got some videos? Let's get a video. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll get into some more releases. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Drop it in the comments down below. 1, 2,
What's in the box?
or 3. Positive charisma, number 2. Let's do this one. It's called Lack of Representation. Oh.
Bad women in the main cast of Arcane.
What's
This
that?
is true, and this is a problem because it's not just Arcane. There are no fat women in mainstream media, basically.
Yeah, that's not true at all. And most people don't want to look at fat people, but there's a lot of fat people. Are you retarded? You might be retarded. What's Arcane? I don't know what that is. And I'm glad I don't know what that is because that means I'm not retarded probably.
Very, very few. And when we do see them, they are the butt of the joke. And this is a serious failing. We need to see all different kinds of bodies represented.
No, we don't.
The average dress size in the United States is size 16.
That's not a flex. That's pathetic.
Why don't we see that reflected in the media?
We do see it. And everyone voted against it. And it shouldn't be lauded and applauded. The fact that the average size is 16 is a grotesque failing of our society.
Arcane is lauded for being so diverse in so many other ways.
I don't know what that is. Can someone Google that? I don't know what that is.
It would have been nice to see some body diversity as well.
No one cares. Okay, it's over. That's absolutely fucking stupid.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
I present the Tainty Man.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Mr. Mustard, everyone.
Everyone in this room
Good boy.
is now dumber for having listened to it.
He's a good boy.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
He's a good boy, Mr. Mustard. Okay, so I still don't know what that is. Does anyone know what it is? Dewey says Arcane is some animated fantasy show based on a game. Wife and I started watching it, and it got lame and gay. So there you go. There you have it. Thanks, Dewey, for taking one for the team. Thank you. Excellent. Dewey says you want to see fat people watch Dune. Baron Harkonnen is a fat pedophile. Yeah, pretty much.
Body positivity.
Okay. Fucking retarded. Okay, let's do a new yoga class. Who's ready? New yoga inside Swolenormous X. We'll go back and forth.
What's in the box?
Cleanse the palate. Brand new class. Express shoulder detox with props with Alex.
Hello, baby.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for
Yeah,
me.
there you go. Wow, that's going to be a great class. Great back bend. Get your props involved. Very cool. If you don't have props, use a pillow, use some books, use a couch, buy some yoga blocks. Look, get some yoga blocks. We have it in the Amazon store. Get some yoga blocks, get a couple things, get a tennis ball or lacrosse ball. You'll enjoy these classes. It's great. And props do not make the class easier. Props are a great way to get into different positions and get different bends and get different depth that you wouldn't be able to get it on your own. So if you have limited mobility, props are great. If you have great mobility, props are even better. So props are great for everyone. Go check it out. Shoulder detox with props, express class with Alex. Thank you for dropping a new banger. And remember, make sure you go and on the videos, make sure you comment below. When you try a new yoga class, especially a new release, make sure you comment below. Let everyone know how you like it. And it's great. I mean, it's great when someone goes to a class, they could see people say, oh, I love this class. It was great for my shoulders. Try it. Cool. You know, you get a little social proof and people are more likely to try a class. So when you do a class in the app, make sure you comment. Make sure you comment. Excellent. Shoulder detox with props with Alex. Lovely. Fantastic. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. All right, let's do another video and then we'll get into some merch maybe. Who's ready for some new merch? Is it possible? Do we still have merch? Of course we do. Let's do this one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who chose number one?
What's in the box?
Didn't get Trump at Super Bowl. Oh. At the FBI. Someone tagged the FBI. Are you trying to kill someone? Oh. Oh, you're sensitive. Oh.
After all that hype, nobody got his ass at the Super Bowl?
Nope.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Where's the fucking team effort?
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell you're a fucking vegan. Look at your teeth. Look at your fucking eyes, you fag. Look at you. Fucking idiot. What an absolute fag. Remember, it's 2025. You can say fag and retard again, so let it rip. Well, that's behooving of the FBI wanting to kill the president. Flag this dude. Check his hard drive. Check that hard drive. How can you post that? What an idiot. Anyway, someone is asking for a little deportation. Send this dude to Pakistan. See how it goes. Feels good. Feels good, fam. Feels great. Well, we have awesome. Oh, this is. All right. We got some humor. I saved this and I think Elon actually retweeted. I mean, I had this from 2 days ago or 3 days ago. It's great. So I'm going to watch this. If you haven't seen this yet, it's a very serious video. So let's play this and then we'll get into some, we're going to bring this up a notch. And then we never stopped. We never stopped here saying fag and retard. Let's do this one. It's from USAID. All right.
What's in the box?
Now, obviously, there's a lot of fraud, a lot of corrupt spending, but this is affecting real people. It's affecting real people. Aww. And there's a lot of people that are really struggling.
Come on, stop whining.
As a result of this, and I want you to take it seriously. You know, there are real people that are hurt by this. So it's a somber moment for our country. Let's take a look.
What? It's been like 2 weeks? I mean, 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote? In 2 weeks, I went from the highest high to being unemployed. Lost my job last night, got a phone call. The repercussions of what Elon Musk are doing with the USAID has real repercussions for real people.
It does.
For the last 7 years, I have been a shift lead on Project Bus, where we studied to find out if the wheels on the bus went round around or not. And all of a sudden, Elon, who's not even elected, gets in, and I'm out of a job. What do I tell my family? What do I tell my kids? This isn't a joke. This USAID stuff is not a joke, man. It's affecting real people. And the worst part is, what if we never figure out? What if we never figure out if in fact the wheels on the bus do go round and round? Does nobody care?
Obviously it's a fucking joke. If you watch it again, it's so funny. The girl's just like trying not to like crack up in the background. Great. We may never know. We may never know if the wheels, in fact, go round and round. I think a lot of people just didn't watch it all the way through if they're leaving comments and then because, you know, there are a lot of videos like that, but not all heroes wear capes. So, where is this? We got a couple more videos. Where is this? Oh, I said the other day, this is on February 8th, I said with USAID shut down, how are we going to determine once and for all who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Oh, it's been like 25 years and no one knows who let the dogs out. These dogs are just running wild. And who's responsible? Who's responsible for not closing the door? Who let the dogs out? I mean, I'm curious. I've been curious for most of my life. And no one's ever given an answer. No one's ever given an answer as to who let the dogs out. It's ridiculous. Let's watch one more horrifying video. This is from End Wokeness. What the fuck is up with liberal white women? That might be the question of the century. The question of the century. And I said, which do you think is higher, their total number of cats or their total number of prescriptions? Ooh, that's a great question. What the fuck is up with liberal white women? No one knows. That's kind of the problem. Let's take a listen. Cover your ear holes if you're sensitive to retardation.
Trust black women, they lead the way.
What a banger.
Trust black women, they lead the way. White women, stop abandoning your sisters. Trust black women, they lead the way. Oh, we're mad as hell. Oh, can't you tell? Oh, we're mad as hell. Can't you tell? We dissent, you fucking fascists. Oh, we're mad as hell. Can't you tell? Trust black women.
No. Don't do it again. All right, I had to take off my headphones because that was really grating. And those are white women, indeed. Loretta says, white women sing. Not really. Not well. Mark says, if unseasoned were people.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
If unseasoned were people. And a couple days ago, look, let's show this again. This picture right here, let's just say, this is what I voted for. This is what I voted for. Let's fucking go. More. Whatever you're doing, I voted for more. Keep going. Keep going. All the way. Keep taking it. Keep taking it. Love it. Great picture. Find yourself, ladies, find yourself a man who looks at you like Elon looks at JD Vance. Find yourself a man. Great stuff. Awesome picture. I shared that on my Twitter if you want to check it out. All right. Absolutely legit. And actually, we'll do one more. Remember a lot of you have served, or you have family or relatives or husbands, wives that served in the military. Remember those, like, I have two moms? Remember the military bullshit from the last 4 years, and recruiting was an all-time low because we want fucking lesbian women in our military for no reason whatsoever? We got some new ads, and let's just take a look at what the U.S. Army is promoting now. Wow, just in 3 fucking weeks. In 3 fucking weeks, you can unretard things. Let's check this out.
Stronger people are harder to kill.
Short and simple. Stronger people are harder to kill. Fact. That will get a lot of people. That'll get a lot of young men that need some discipline and direction in their lives to sign up, won't it? Get fucking big and jacked and look like a fucking monster. Kids want that. Especially young boys want that. They want to be fucking superheroes. Let them be superheroes. Let them cook. Let them fucking cook.
Mr. Strickland.
All right. Dope. America's back. America's back, and quickly. Back quickly. Fam, we got buy one 50% off. But before we get into that new merch, no. Merch last. Fam, we got an announcement this week. This Thursday, February 13th, we got Roundtable 84. Yes, sir. Roundtable 84. Roundtable 84, Thursday, February the 13th at 6 p.m. That's this Thursday, 6 p.m. Roundtable 84. This is exclusive for members only. If you want to get access to this, join the fam over at swolenormousx.com. The link will be there on your homepage. You can save the event for the Zoom call this Thursday at 6 p.m. Roundtables are lit. Everyone was looking forward to this, and we deliver. So be there for that. You can come hang out, ask questions. We'll talk shop, and free-flowing conversation from 6 to about 8 p.m. So come and join. Roundtables are awesome. You can also listen to it later. And I don't know if you guys know, in the app, you can replay a video. You can replay an audio roundtable and play it in the background. You can listen like any kind of, podcast streaming app. So the app has been really awesome for roundtables to catch the show later if you can't be there from 6 to 8. I understand. You have different time zones, and sometimes 6 to 8 p.m. is family time, so I get it. But if you can make it, show up for a few minutes. You're cooking dinner, show up for a few, talk a little bit, and of course you can catch it later. So this Thursday, February the 13th, 6 p.m., Roundtable 84, legit. And again, mentioned earlier, I don't have a thumbnail, I think, but over on the Swolenormous page, we got a brand new, maybe I'll pull it up. We got a brand new YouTube video. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be slinging some knowledge cock on the YouTube channel, Swolenormous. Here, bring it up. We got a new drop. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, yeah. Last video posted 5 months ago. We were posting a lot of shorts for a while, but let me bring this up. Got a brand new video on the Swolenormous page. Still shadow banned like a motherfucker. So stopped posting as much on the YouTube. We're doing a lot of shorts, but still restricted like a mofo. But check out this latest drop. Corrupt politicians are voting against RFK Jr. Go give it a watch. John said he checked that out earlier. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Go over there. Watch it. Leave a comment. It helps a lot. So maybe if the Swole fam, we all get together and everyone jumps on these YouTube videos. When I post them, I'll announce them during the podcast and stuff. Maybe we can dig the Swolenormous channel. Maybe I can get out of YouTube jail. Maybe with your help, I can get out of YouTube jail. That'd be nice. Aww. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I would love to. I would love to. It's been only 5 fucking years of being like hardcore restricted. Used to get like 50, 100,000 views on every video. And then when I started calling out BLM and all the corruption and everything like that in 2020, just completely shut the fuck down. So, hey, maybe let me out from under the rock. It'd be nice to reach my subscribers again. Thank you. CommieTube. Appreciate you. Rumble for the win. All right, we watched that. That was great. Let's see what else we got. Does anyone know when he gets confirmed? Does anyone know when that's actually happening? You see how they completely shoved it under the rug? They're trying to make people forget about it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. They're just delaying. It's really sick. It's really sick. Democrats are just fucking evil. They're just evil. Voting against your family and your kids and your future. Shameful. All right. But aside from that, let's talk about something that's absolutely awesome. Now, this is niche. Now, when I talk niche, this is legit. A lot of you are going to love this because it's just fucking, it makes me crack up. Who's ready for new merch? Merch.
Every word of it was absolutely true.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Who's ready for merch? Now, a lot of you grew up playing video games. You grew up playing video games. Some were good, some were bad. I'm going to take you back a ways. If you're looking for a real design, you're looking for a great game. Now, maybe you used to do some gaming and stuff like that. If you want a game that's really going to help you, your family, learn how to go to the fucking gym, you need to try what we call like a simulator. You need to understand how to construct a life to go to the fucking gym, where to find the gym, how many gyms to create. You need to make it accessible, 24-hour gyms, 365. So if you need a little bit more gym in your life, and who doesn't, why don't you try out a brand new game?
What's in the box?
I've been playing it for years. Scroll in, gym. Hold on, let me zoom out. There we go. Brand new design. Instead of SimCity, Gym City 2000. Let's fucking go. There it is. One of the most classic video game covers in history. If you played SimCity 2000, you are going to love Gym City 2000, and it's rated GTTFG for all ages. So legit, too legit perhaps. Talk about a fucking throwback, a niche throwback, but I think a lot of you will appreciate this. So absolutely goated design. And look, you got the beard logo in the corner. Now, of course, the resolution, I'm gonna have to zoom in, but you got all Papa Swole in the spaceship flexing out the window. Look at those gains. And look at the city, just building gyms. Gym. Let's fucking go. Gym City 2000, the ultimate gym simulator. So absolutely goated. Go check it out. Love it. I've had this on the list for a long time, so I'm really excited to get this finally launched. Gym City 2000. Buy one, get one 50% off, papasloy.com. All right. Roundtable this week, Gym City 2000. Need I say more? Go check it out. Mark says add it to cart. That's a fucking dope design. So dope. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Appreciate you all for being here. Let's see. We got the Swolenormous app. Swolenormous app is live. Let's bring that up. We got the new merch. We got Gym City 2000. Look at this fucking app. Look at this. We got the new classes, everything here. We got the new releases, new recipes. We got the JM Press Masterclass last week, if you haven't checked it out yet. We got all the comments. So if you click on the masterclass, you see all the comments down below. Thank you everyone for checking it out, commenting. Make sure you do so. We also have, let's see, new yoga class. Look how easy it is. Just hit the tab button, boom, hit play, and then you're off to the races. Boom, yoga starts. So it's so accessible. It's so easy to use. You can go down here. You can scroll to the most popular sections too. We have search throughout the entire throughout the entire app. You hit on yoga classes. Look at all the yoga classes. We got express yoga. We got yin yoga. It scrolls just like Netflix or Hulu, recovery flows, morning yoga. All these things scroll. Bedtime yoga. Check it out. Bedtime yoga. We got level 1, level 2, level 3. All the classes you can want. Scroll, try one, see how you like it. Yoga pose instructionals, yoga workshops, vinyasa. We got post-workout yoga, ashtanga, breath work. We got chair yoga, kids yoga, prop classes, yang to yin, prenatal and postnatal yoga, beginner yoga series. We got so much stuff. And of course, you can also scroll at the top over to the mobility section. And then we highlight a lot of different stuff from different mobility aspects. We got Swolga with me. We got the beginner yoga series that we're featuring. We have some of the master classes that I'm always referring to, hip, knee, and ankle mobility. We got the morning mix. We got express yoga, chair yoga. So we have a lot of stuff featured. You can start scheduling stuff. You got a journal feature down here. You can start journaling. Let's see. You can create your custom playlists, right? You can have yin for hips. You can have meals. You can create a playlist. Here's a couple samples, right? We got the community section, so you can go and check out all the stuff in the community. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of stuff. People are sharing videos, all sorts of stuff. So come on and check out the Swolenormous app. It's available for members. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Got a lot of cool stuff over there. Better than Netflix. Of course it's better than Netflix because you're actually making gains. It's Netflix for sick fucking gains. All right. That's what I got for you today. Swole card. Time to give it away. Here we go. This is when people quit. Ellie says, when I'm in the middle of a workout and a call comes through, even if I don't answer it, I get kicked out of the workout video and it goes back to the homepage. Turn your phone into airplane mode. If you're training, you're not taking calls. So make sure you turn off your phone and then use the app. You could also download it and then go into airplane mode and then watch the video and stuff like that. So that is your user experience. So you're able to do all that. You could download the video and then put your phone in airplane mode and then watch whatever you're watching with no disturbances. As you should. You shouldn't have your phone on if you're training, if you're focusing 100%. Just a thought. So that'd be a good way to work around it. And phones have tons of different settings. So maybe you can go into your settings and have certain things or do not disturb, things like that might take care of it. So you guys can drop your thoughts in the comments below. I can't tell you how your phone works. We got Android, we have Apple, so a lot of different things you can customize. Anyway, this is when people quit. Drop that hashtag in the comments down below. Let's give away the Swole card. Here we go. We got a winner. Today's winner is LET123. It rhymes. It rhymes. It rhymes. Congratulations, Ellie. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, swolecard 3202 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. Let's see. Dewey says, wouldn't airplane mode turn off the data stream? Yes, but again, I don't know if you guys know this, like this is one of the features of the app. You have offline downloads. So if you download, it's within the app. It doesn't download it like to your photo gallery, but if you download it, you can download it within your app and then you can go to your downloaded videos. I'll show you. You go to, for example, playlist, you can go to video downloads. It looks like you haven't got any downloads yet. So you can download the video and then once you download the video, then you put your phone in airplane mode and it'll play the video. So let's say you want to do something on an airplane, or let's say you're going camping and you want to download a couple Swollen 7s because you don't get cell phone service, but you want to do a little mobility when you're camping. You could download stuff to your phone. It'll save battery and you put your phone in airplane mode and then it'll play. So you could download audio. You could download the round table. You could download meditation. You can download, let's say you want to do meditation, but you don't want to have your phone with cell phone service and Wi-Fi. You can download ones that you use all the time and then have a playlist of downloaded videos. And then you can just play them in airplane mode. So there's different strategies. And that's one of the benefits, because sometimes people, you know, maybe you want to do something at work, but maybe you can't use the work Wi-Fi. Some workplaces, you can't use it. You can't access certain things, or you don't get good service. So it might be choppy or something if you don't get good service or Wi-Fi. So what you can do, Wi-Fi is pretty much, for better or for worse, available most places, but you can always download the videos and then you can play it wherever. So you can have certain videos that you prefer and certain ones that you really like. I love, these are my favorite classes. Download them to your phone in the app, and then wherever you are, you can just airplane mode, you can play those things. So it might just take a little bit of preparation, or, hey, I'm going to do a workout. I don't want to be disturbed. Maybe do not disturb works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you can do other customizations on your phone. There's a lot of different things you can do. I don't have the latest iOS, I don't think. So who knows what you can do now. We always update the app for new operating systems, but maybe there's some settings that you haven't checked out, but you could just download it and then go in airplane mode and you won't be disturbed. Yeah, try that, Ellie, and let us know. So at least there's an option. At least there's an option. I don't really know. I think that's one of the challenging things when it comes to apps, is that there's so many different things that people can use it for. And sometimes with a new operating system or a call comes in, it's going to interrupt, and who knows. So that's a good workaround. Good stuff. And it'll also help you keep focused. Then you're not expecting a call too. So if you can set aside some time, it'll allow you to be a little more focused and tunnel vision, get your workout done, and then you won't have that issue. All right. Thanks for being here, fam. Appreciate you. Congratulations, Ellie. And haha, yay, that makes up for Rumble being a beesh. God damn it, Rumble. God damn it. Rumble, are you being a beesh? It's all good. Everyone, hit the thumbs up button before you leave. What else? New merch. Gym City 2000. Buy one, get one, 50% off. Let's see. Yeah, go check out the new designs. Have fun. Oh, go check out that new YouTube video, the RFK one. It's on the Swolenormous channel. So while you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, go and check that out. Aside from that, that's what I got for you. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Straight jacket, cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO. Try to purchase me, this is private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like,
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and